Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
Hello everyone, and thanks once again for joining us on another great edition of Daily Planet Live. I'm Clark Kent. Thanks for watching. Today, at this moment, we speak about Zack Snyder's panel at the Justice Con that was happening online. I'm at home, safe from COVID, as was Zack Snyder and the Nerd Queens, who were the hosts of this particular panel and the other panels we spoke about earlier. Zack today made some announcements everybody was excited about. There will be a black suit wearing Superman. Apparently a scene that is on the deleted scenes section of the theatrical release DVD of the Justice League we did get to see, that was a Joss Whedon sort of project, exists, where Superman is wearing a colorized version of the suit. You'll remember that when trailers were going around for the original theatrical release of Justice League, we saw this Alfred scene where his glass of whiskey was bouncing as if there were dinosaurs from Jurassic Park coming, and everyone sort of speculated that it was Superman landing in the Batcave or in Alfred's little workstation, and we find out now that that's exactly what it was. Although it seems I'm out of the loop on this one, because if it is on the DVD release of the theatrical cut of Justice League, then everyone's already seen this scene, so it's not that much of a reveal that he showed it today. What is revealing is that we have the black-suited, silver-crested, sort of charcoal-colored cape wearing Superman. And it was the executives who he kept pitching the idea to. He says he always wanted to have the black suit, but the Warner Brothers executives did not want it. They seemed to have this idea that it meant that it was a darker movie than what they wanted. They wanted comedy, they wanted levity, and Zack Snyder said it's not a particularly funny time when someone is trying to come back from the dead, so let the hilarity ensue. That being said, he also said that they're not particularly keen on the idea of the film being called Justice League, the Zack Snyder Cut, although that's the title that's going on right now. There's some sort of legalities surrounding it as to why or when they might change that title. He did not have an idea of what any new title might be, but he said that by the time Fandom rolls around, approximately a month from now, we should know the title. And he also said that there will be a teaser of sorts released at Fandom time, so there will be more footage, there will be more information, we will learn a lot more about the movie, and we will also hear about whether it will be a mini-series type event or a one-movie type of deal on HBO Max. There was also a lot of time spent on the suicide awareness part of this entire organization that put on this Justice Con, seemingly having a very personal connection to Zack Snyder. As we all know, he left the Justice League project back in 2017 before it was finished due to the death of his daughter. Now, there were some t-shirts made recently that have sold over $100,000 worth for raising suicide awareness, and Zack Snyder was very appreciative and very emotional during this panel, talking to the ladies about all the work they had done to sell these shirts and to raise awareness for this cause. There was also a question brought up in the chat whether or not Zack Snyder would include any of Whedon's shot footage in his version of Justice League. And I cannot quote his exact words, but it was something to the akin of he would rather light the movie on fire than use any of that footage. While it sounded like a huge slam to Whedon, he seemed to come across more from the standpoint of he shot a movie, he had lots of footage, he had a movie he wanted to tell, and then they went and reshot a bunch of other things and made up their own thing, and it's not his vision. So he would like it to stay his vision. Finally, what I'd like to say is just seeing the scene of Superman landing in Alfred's little work area with the Junkie XL or the Hans Zimmer Superman theme playing in the background was so epic, so amazing, so dramatic, that it brought tears to this reporter's eyes. The fact that I have seen and heard the things that I have seen today have renewed my faith in the possibility that we could finally see the great Justice League movie we all might have been looking forward to back in 2017, before some of us were disappointed by what we actually ended up getting. I know I'm very excited, and I think it sounds swell. Thanks everybody for watching, and remember, it's a beautiful Daily Planet.